Welcome all of you, my dear students. I am Dr. Suman Sharma. You know, students, due to COVID days, we are delivering the lectures through YouTube channel. All the lectures in the video form uploading on YouTube channel and their links being provided to you on your WhatsApp groups. Students, today I am going to deliver my lecture on synthetic dyes. So now we start this topic. First, dyes क्या होती है? A dye is a colored substance that has an affinity to the substrate to which it is being applied. Okay? The dye is generally applied in an aqueous solution and requires a mordant to improve the fastness of the dye on the fiber. Both dyes and pigments appear to be colored because they absorb some wavelengths of light more than others. In contrast with a dye, a pigment generally is insoluble and has no affinity for the substrate. Some dyes can be precipitated with an inert salt to produce a lake pigment, and based on the salt used they could be aluminium lake, calcium lake or barium lake pigments, right? Then come to the classification. There are several ways for classification of dyes, right? Each class of dye has a very unique chemistry, structure and particular way of bonding. Okay? While some dyes can react chemically with the substrate, forming strong bonds in the process, others can be held by physical forces. Some of the prominent ways of classification are: first one is classification based on the source of materials, right? Second one is classification of the dyes based on the nature of their respective chromophores. Okay, and third one is the classification by methods of applications, right? Then we come on the first classification, that is based on the source of materials, right? A very common classification of the dye stuff is based on the source from which it is made. Accordingly, the classification could be: first is natural dyes and second is synthetic dyes, right? अब देखते हैं हम कि नेचुरल डाई क्या होती है. नेचुरल डाइज आर डाइज और कलरेंट्स derived from plants, invertebrates or minerals. These dyes are called natural dyes. Okay, the majority of natural dyes are vegetable dyes from plant sources. Examples: roots, berries, barks, leaves and wood. Okay, other organic sources include fungi and lichens. Yeah, right? So these are the characteristic properties of natural dyes. Okay, then synthetic dyes क्या होती हैं? Almost all the colors that you see today are synthetic dyes. Okay, जितने भी कलर्स हमको देखने को मिलते हैं वो सब क्या है? सिंथेटिक डाइज के अंदर आते हैं. ओके, सिंथेटिक डाइज आर यूज्ड एवरीवेयर इन एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम clothes to paper, from food to wood. This is because they are cheaper to produce, brighter, more color fast and easy to apply to fabric. Okay, examples are acid dyes, azo dyes, basic dyes, modern dyes, etc. Okay, so these are the synthetic dyes. Now come to the next slide. अब सेकेंड आता है क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ डाइज based on its applications, right? No single class of dye can dye all fibers, okay? A specific class of dye can only be applied to a given type of textile fibers. ये क्या क्या होते हैं? First one is acid dye, second is basic dye, third is mordant dyes, fourth one is direct dye, and another is azoic dye, then sulfur dye and wet dyes. So these are the examples of classification of dyes based on applications. Now first is the acid dye. Acid dyes are highly water soluble and have better light fastness than basic dyes. Okay. The textile acid dyes are effective for protein fibers such as silk, wool, nylon and modified acrylics. Okay. They contain sulfonic acid groups which are usually present as sodium sulfonate salts, right? So these are the acid dyes. And what is the structure of acid dyes? We come in the next slide. These increase solubility in water and give the dye molecules a negative charge. Okay. In an acidic solution, the NH2 functionalities of the fibers are protonated to give a positive charge, and that is NH3 plus. Okay. This charge interacts with the negative dye charge, allowing the formation of ionic interactions. As well as this van der Waals bonds, dipolar bonds and hydrogen bonds are formed between dye and fiber, right? As a group, acid dyes can be divided into two subgroups. First one is acid leaving or acid milling. Okay. It's the structure of acid dye in the form of orange. Okay. Come to the next slide. Then come to the basic dye. अब basic dyes क्या होती हैं? Basic dyes are used to dye wool, leather and papers. Okay. They have poor affinity to cotton and cellulose fiber, and hence they dyed with the help of mordant, right? It is poor fast to light. Okay. They contain basic nitrogen in the form of amino group, राइट जैसा कि इसका नाम है बेसिक, तो यहाँ पर नाइट्रोजन की जो प्रेजेंस है वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, और जो नाइट्रोजन है वो एमिनो ग्रुप के रूप में प्रेजेंट होती है. ओके, एग्जांपल्स आर क्रिस्टल वायलेट एंड रोडामीन बी. These are the structures of crystal white and rhodamine B. Okay. Then come to the direct dyes. Direct dyes for cotton, viscose, silk and nylon. Okay. These dyes are easily applied from aqueous solution, so they are called as direct dye. Right. Dyes have a good light fastness but only moderate wash fastness. ठीक है. It is possible to improve on wash fastness by after treatment of dyed article with dye fixing agent. Right? These dyes are principally used for not so expensive products or product with fewer washes such as t-shirts, curtains and thread protections. Okay, come to the next slide. Then आता है azoic dyes. ठीक है, azoic इसका मतलब ये है कि यहाँ पर presence of nitrogen is essential. The dyes belong to this class are not ready made. Okay. dyes but are formed on the substrate itself by the use of two components, usually naphthols and base. Okay. The formation of this insoluble dye within the fabric makes it very fast to washing. The deposition of the dye on the surface of the fiber produces poor rub fastness. But once the loose dye is removed by boiling the fabric in soap, the dyeing becomes one of the fastest available. Okay. Normally, it is dyed in cold for all natural fibers. Naphthol dyes are not sold in the form of a finished dye but in form of their components, right? These components are insoluble azobase and fast color coupling compounds, right, which combine on the fiber to produce a water insoluble azo dye of exceptional fastness properties, right? So these are the characteristic properties of azo dyes. Okay, and these are the structure of azo dyes. First one is Bismarck brown, second is methyl orange, third one is the structure of methyl red, and it is a Congo red azo dye. Okay, come to the next slide. देन आता है वेट डाइज. ये क्या होती हैं? इंडिगो. ठीक है, प्रोबेबली द ओल्डेस्ट डाई नोन टू मैन is one of the most important members of this group. Okay, natural indigo extracted from the plant Indigofera tinctori was used by the Egyptian in 200 BC. Okay, the first synthetic indigo was introduced to the textile trade in 1897 and had the effect of completely replacing the natural product, right? Although the wet dyes may be divided into three chemical groups, they are similar in that they are insoluble in water and become water soluble when reduced in the presence of an alkali. Okay, after dyeing the fabric is oxidized and the dye again becomes water insoluble, right? Because of the time consuming and costly procedure in reducing wet dye into a water soluble complex, dye manufacturers have produced a stabilized water soluble wet dye, right? This dye can be applied to cotton and viscose rayon by the methods used by applying direct cotton dyes, right? After the dyeing, a sample treatment restores the wet dye to its normal insoluble state. Okay, solubilized wet dyes have an affinity for cellulose and animal fibers, right? When the ultimate in wash and boil fastness is required. Also used to dye over fiber reactive dyes for multi-layered dyeing, right? And these are the structures. First one is the indigo. It's also called as water insoluble dye and it is blue in color. Okay, it's the reversible reaction and we get indigo white. Okay, and its name is leuco base. It's a colorless water insoluble dye, right? That it is a wet dye. Reducing agents are Na2H2O4 in presence of OH minus and oxidizing agents are H2O2 or air and it's a leuco dye, right? Wet dye से leuco dye का जो conversion है that is a reversible process and in presence of reducing agent and in presence of oxidizing agents, right? So these are the wet dyes and it is the leuco dyes. ओके, देन आता है सल्फर डाइज. अब ये क्या होती हैं? द फर्स्ट सल्फर डाई was discovered in France in 1873 and further work done by Raymond Vidal enabled the manufacture of Vidial black. Okay, its outstanding fastness to light washing and boiling for surpassed any cotton black known at that time, right? The general disadvantage of the sulfur dyes that they produce dull shade and lack a red. Okay? फिर आता है uses of sulfur dye. It dyes all cellulose fibers but particularly linen and jute to a lustrous and deep black with excellent wash and light fastness. Okay, sulfur dyes are dyed from a dye bath containing sodium sulfide and common or glabrous salt and are oxidized by airing or with some oxidizing agents like sodium dichromate or hydrogen peroxides in a fresh bath, right? So these are the uses of sulfur dyes. It's the structure, chemical structure of sulfur dyes, right? Then आता है main properties of the sulfur dye. First one is the economical dyeing with excellent tinctorial value and good build-up properties, right? Second one is the good overall color fastness properties such as wash fastness, light fastness, perspiration fastness, etc. Okay, moderate fastness to crocking and poor fastness to chlorines, bleaching agents such as bleaching powder and sodium hypochlorite. Okay, now third one is the limited shade range to produce only dull shades and there is no true red dye in the range. Okay, these dyes can be applied by exhaust, semiconductors, semi-continuous or continuous dyeing methods on garments, yarn, knits, fabrics as well as loose stock, etc. Okay, then come to the types of sulfur dyes. कितने तरह की sulfur dyes होती है? Mainly these are of 3 types. There are 3 classes of sulfur dyes which are available commercially, right? First one is conventional water insoluble dyes which have no substantively to cellulosic. Okay. Second one is the solubilized sulfur dyes which are water soluble and non substantive to cellulosics. Okay, and third one is the pre-reduced sulfur dyes in the stabilized leuco compounds form which are substantive to cellulosics. Okay, so these are the 3 types of sulfur dyes. Okay, then आता है reactive dyes. अब ये reactive dyes क्या होती हैं? The main feature of the dye stuff is its low affinity to cellulose. Therefore, large amounts of salt are required to force its deposition on the fabric. Okay. After this has been achieved, addition of alkali causes the deposited dyes to react with the fiber. Okay. Only a successfully concluded reaction guarantees a fast dye. Okay, basically there are 2 types of reactive dyes, the cold dyeing and hot dyeing types. Okay, it's the reactive dye, cellulose weight and it's the reactive dye. Okay, देन आता है cold water fiber reactive dyes suitable for dyeing on cotton, silk, jute, rayon and hisen. Okay, cannot be used on synthetics or fabrics that has been coated with resins or drip dye finish. Right? Then reactive dyes के क्या क्या uses हैं. First one is reactive dyes used where bright dyeing with highlight and wash fastness is required. Okay, cold dyeing is used extensively in batik work. Okay, although some reactive dye stuffs have been specially modified to dye wool, their main uses is in dyeing cotton, linen and viscose rayon. Right, so these are the characteristic properties of reactive dyes and their uses. Okay, thank you very much students.